at the Vatican empty as the country with the highest death rate grapples with control. All this as a doctor on the front lines is issuing an alarming warning for his counterparts in America. Airports have been empty for several days, and now all stores except for pharmacies and food markets will be closed.
More than 80 million Americans now told to stay at home.
The virus eroding the college dreams for many. What will higher education look like on the other side of this pandemic?
The global economy is facing its biggest crisis in 90 years. The International Monetary Fund says the pandemic and lockdown measures will cause the worst recession since the Great Depression.
We've been watching in real time as one sub-microscopic virus renders all standards of human hierarchy meaningless.
Inevitably, in crisis, the leaders who have the biggest impact on the most people are rarely the official leaders at the top.
Parts of the city on fire overnight.
State of agony. This as more protests erupt overnight in American cities, the anger growing across the country from New York to Denver to Los Angeles following the death of George Floyd in police custody.
So as we cope with this global catastrophe, what do we want to see from our leaders? Calm resolve, or is it okay, maybe even necessary, to show a little emotion?
Crisis has a way of revealing, course-correcting, and recalibrating what leadership really means. Before COVID-19, organizations were already in crisis.
It's a condition brought on by years of standardization, one that defined the idea of success. Labeling people and promoting diversity, but not allowing individuality to permeate business.
It has been all about controlling behaviors, defining the narrative, and protecting the establishment. Think of standardization as a long-developing chronic condition.
Since the outbreak, everything about our lives has changed, and the uncertainty about the future has become overwhelming. Anti-racism movements have awakened people whose individuality has been taken away from them, victims of standardization.
Think of these crises as an acute condition, sudden and severe. We're witnessing the end of an ideology. Transparency, authenticity, and vulnerability are no longer weaknesses.
Secrecy, playing the part, and pretending to know all the answers are no longer strengths. We know standardization creates efficiency, but efficiency does not guarantee resilience. Because resilience requires adaptability.
And adaptability requires freedom for people to be themselves. We must start honoring today's age of personalization.
And to do that, we'll need agility, experimentation, and empathy.
But we can't expect people to change if the system remains the same.